Let us go live. Hey, how are ya? Happy Monday. I hope everything is well with ya. Ryan J here. Thanks a lot for paying attention on this beautiful Monday. So I got some material I'm gonna read to you. It's a creed for self-discipline. Okay, it comes from Napoleon Hill, and it's an excerpt from the Master Key to Riches. Okay, so that's the material I'm going to be reading over here, and then I got an announcement. So happy Monday. I hope everybody's well. I hope you're fine. Last week was an interesting week for me. I wasn't on my game. I was struggling with motivation. I was just off. I had an off week, and there was some personal things going on in my life, and it was out of character. It was really out of character, and so when I was being today's Monday, it's a brand new week, brand new start. Whatever happened last week was last week. Let's move on. All right, makes sense. No need to stay in that funk. All right, because that doesn't serve me any well, or it doesn't serve me any good, doesn't serve you any good, and that's just not my vibe, So I was really struggling with it. Lo and behold, I found this on my desk, a creed for self-discipline. And when I was looking at it and evaluating last week, I didn't have motivation, didn't have discipline. I was lacking in those areas. So to find this gem right here, I think that'll help. It's going to help me with my motivation and discipline, and plus it's good content if you want to pay attention to this. So I'm going to just read this to you. All right, and we can learn together. And again, this comes from Napoleon Hill. It's an excerpt from The Master Key to Riches. Napoleon Hill's put out a whole bunch of information, and I highly recommend checking out Napoleon Hill's stuff. All right, so here we go. Willpower. Recognizing that the power of will is the supreme court over all other departments of my mind, I will exercise it daily. When I need the urge to action for any purpose, I will form habits designed to bring the power of my will into action at least once daily. That's willpower. Emotions. Realizing that my emotions are both positive and negative, I will form daily habits which will encourage my development of positive emotions and aid me in converting the negative emotions into some form of useful action. Reason. Recognizing that both my positive emotions and my negative emotions may be dangerous if they are not controlled and guided to desirable ends, I will submit all my desires, aims, and purposes to my faculty of reason, and I will be guided by it in giving expression to these. Imagination. Recognizing the need for sound plan and ideas for the attainment of my desires, I will develop my imagination by calling upon it daily for my help in forming of my plans. Conscious. Recognizing that my emotions often err in their over enthusiasm and my faculty of reason often is without the warmth of feeling that is necessary to enable me to combine justice with mercy in my judgments, I will encourage my conscience to guide me as to what is right and what is wrong, but I will never set aside the verdicts it renders, no matter what may be the cost of carrying them out. Okay. Memory. Recognizing the value of an alert memory, I will encourage mine to become alert by taking care to impress it clearly with all my thoughts as I wish to recall, and by associating those thoughts with related subjects which I may call to mind frequently. Okay. Subconscious mind. Recognizing the influence of my subconscious mind over my power of will, I shall take care to submit it to clear and definite picture of my major purpose in life and all my minor purposes leading to my major purpose. I shall keep this picture consistent before my subconscious mind by repeating it daily. And then it's got a little place where you can sign it, all right? And then it goes on. Discipline over the mind is gained little by little by the formation of habits which one may control. Habits begin in the mind. Therefore, a daily repetition of this creed will make one habit conscious in connection with a particular kind of habit which are needed to develop and control the 6 departments of the mind. The mere act of repeating the names of these departments has an important effect. It makes one conscious of these departments exist. That they are all important, that they can be controlled by the formation of thought habits, that the nature of these habits determines one's success or failure in matter of self-discipline. So that is the creed of self-discipline. And I'm super glad that I found that today, because I needed to hear that today, and I hope it provided some value with you or for you. Now, yeah, talking about my interesting week. Something happened with the plug on IG. I lost every single one of my IG accounts. A good portion of my YouTube videos are just gone. So yeah, that was interesting. Lo and behold, Facebook seems to be going super strong. And I just had hiccups in the social media department, which with that made it my motivation to produce content. I was kind of like, well, if it doesn't work, why am I even bothering putting this content out? But I'm back on the saddle. I'm back in the saddle again, and so I'm excited about that. And I've also come up with a new opportunity, a new community, and a movement that I want to start putting into effect. And it's gonna rely real heavily on discipline. Discipline, motivation. I'm going to connect it to the Massive Life-Changing Value platform, one of my business pages. I'm going to go with that community as being, we're going to be a positive community. We're going to be driven. We're going to be a new breed of focused risk takers that have self-confidence. When we show up, we bring value, and when we leave, we left the place in a more positive aspect, and people were glad that we were there. So that's that's my makeshift manifesto, I might want to say. But it's gonna go something like that. And I'm gonna develop this program, and I can't wait for it to be complete. Well, it'll probably never be complete because there are always additions and always things you can do to make something better, or whether that's adding to it or taking it away. You know, you can always, there's always room for improvement. So I'm super excited about that, and stay tuned. That's all I got for you today. If you actually want this, like, get into my comments or DM, and I'll find out the link where I got it from, or now I don't know if I can reproduce it. I'm sure there's a way to get it in your hand. Anyhow, with that being said, thanks a lot for paying attention. My name's Ryan J. Till next time, stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy. Bye.